Hey all you little mathematicians, we are going to continue expanding our knowledge of percent by learning about how to find the percent of a quantity. Sort of a simple question to start us off, what is 5% of 160? And of course, these are the kinds of problems where you encounter percent in real life a lot. You know, someone might have eaten 5% of all the cookies and there were 160 cookies. How many cookies did they eat? This is sort of a real-life situation. So here's our model. I want to say this is 100%. This long bar right here represents 100%, which is, of course, 160. What's 100% of 160 is just 160. Now this little piece over here represents 5% of the whole. We know that 100% is 160, this whole thing here, but we don't know what 5% is. That's what we're trying to find out. What is this 5% out of this total of 160? I want to show you two different methods for solving this. The first, we find out what 1% is, and then we go from there. So we know 100% is 160, so 1% is going to be 1/100th of that, or in other words, 160 divided by 100. And 160 divided by 100, when we're dividing by 100, that's the same as moving the decimal place over 2 times that direction. And so 160 divided by 100, 1% equals 1.6. 1% of 160 is 1.6. Now to find 5%, we take our 1% and we multiply it by 5. 5% is just 1% times 5. So what is 1.6 times 5? You can do the math. 1.6 times 5, that's going to be 5 times 6 is 30. Carry our 3 here. 5 times 1 is 5 plus the 3, 8. And of course we need to move our decimal over 1 space because we have a decimal point right there. And so 8.0, or in other words, 8. 5% of 160 is 8. Another way to do this problem is to sort of just translate it from English into mathematics. What is 5% of 160? Well, 5% means 5 over 100. That's what percent means. The word of in mathematics, often when you see it, means multiplication. 5% of 160. And I'm just going to write 160 as 160 over 1. Now, I want to simplify before I multiply. I'm going to simplify this. 5 over 100, I can rewrite that as 1 over 20. Times 160 over 1. In my numerator, 1 times 160 is 160. And in my denominator, 20 times 1 is 20. Now 160 divided by 20 will give me, that's the same as 16 divided by 2. And that is, of course, 8. So that's another way of getting our answer, just literally translating this from English into mathematics and going from there. Here's a word problem that's going to be the first problem on your Google form. Cameron is biking to Andy's house, which is 12 miles away. If she is 35% of the way there, how far has she traveled? Now, this is a word problem, but really it's no different in form than the problem we were just looking at. Essentially, all this is asking is, what is 35% of 12? What is 35% of 12? I'm asking you to solve this on your own, as well as the rest of the problems on the form. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in class. Take care.